All right, welcome back, everybody. We're about to dive into some Dicey dungeons being run by selcouthmind. Take it away, Sel.
Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Happy time zone. My name's selcouthmind. You can call me Sel, and this is Dicey Dungeons, full game, any percent glitches. Those glitches is a very important part of that. We'll explain that later. I have a couple commentators with me. If you want to introduce yourselves quickly.
Yeah, sure. Hi, my name is Mingo, or Last Mingo. Fellow dungeon crawler. Fellow runner of this game and category. Current PV, I want to say, is 52-ish minutes. I'm super excited to be here. Thank you, Sal, for the invite. I'm really looking forward to it. But also, joining us, we have Illegally Sam.
Hello, I'm Illegally Sam. I don't have a "the" in the title, like some other people, but I am here. I don't run this game, though. I am just a Dicey Dungeons enjoyer, and I'm here to vibe and have a good time.
Awesome. Well, Sam, I don't know if you've seen this category, but this category starts by editing our progress. I must reset it. I don't have a whole lot to reset because last thing I ran on here was a practice, but we must reset our progress, which, as you can see, changes this starting screen. When I click play, it's going to kick us into the tutorial, which is when time starts. So, time is going to begin in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
So, the first thing that you will discover about this category is I am using dual input controls, meaning I have my controller in my left hand and my controller and my mouse in my right, and I am going to be making use of both of them to do glitches, to spam through text, and to end fights faster. There's a lot of things I'm going to do with this. But for those of you who do not know Dicey Dungeons is a roguelike dungeon crawler. It's a roguelike dungeon crawler, I absolutely adore it, but it also means it has quite a bit of RNG. And so, no RNG right now in this part, but we are going to get some RNG very, very soon. We're hoping to get a particular item. I'm sure Mango will talk about that a little bit later, once we get there, since I'm relying on them to help with some of the technical commentary. Yeah, right now we're just going through the tutorial, we're picking up different items, fighting enemies. I'm gonna need to remember to click through dialogue, because I'm not used to that.
If you thought regular roguelike RNG was bad enough, make the game's whole gimmick dice.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a little bit worse.
Yep. And the whole thing is that Lady Luck, that's not gonna kill. I need this to become a Lady Luck is the runner of this game show, and we are a human, as you sort of saw as I spammed through that opening cutscene, has turned us into a dice in order to compete in her game show. We're going to discover that this game show is rigged as we try and escape it, and then, maybe at the very end, there's a bid war for the final episode of this game. Maybe we're going to escape, just maybe. So consider donating towards that incentive and deciding which character I play as for that final episode. Yeah, this is the first fight in the tutorial where we actually get some RNG, and we get in a status effect called Frozen, which is fine, but not the greatest thing to fight against. So different status effects are happening. So one of them you can see is Burn, where I applied Burn to the Jester, and in order to use that die, the Jester had to spend 2 life. Here I've been shocked, which means I have to spend a die to free an item that's shocked. Frozen means that my highest die, or the number of times I have it on. So if I have 2 Frozen, it will impact 2 dice, etc. It will turn them always to a 1, which is a little annoying. Here we get Weakened. Weakened is powerful when it's on our side, really annoying when it's on their side. Essentially, as you saw, it made my weapons less powerful, usually makes them harder to use or do less damage, but that's okay. because we're out of the tutorial, and now we are finally into just the raw, basic Warrior Episode 1. So how are we feeling so far, you two?
I feel like we're ready to go because we learned everything that there is to know about the game in the tutorial, right?
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
Alright, so let's see. Stereo head. I have to think about this fight a little bit. I get a better roll. So as you can see here, stereo head is weak to shock. That's not a thing I have. That's not status effect I currently have. It'd be really great if I did, but we don't. We also have this thing here called Fury. That is my limit break. So when I take a certain amount of damage, and that will vary depending on the episode, when I take that damage, I then gain limit break. Oh, I should have swapped to the boomerang, but that's okay. We're looking for a specific item. Mango, do you want to explain to folks what item we're looking for?
Yeah, absolutely. The item we're looking for, which is like super key in like not having a terribly hard time with this run, is an item called Crystal Sword, which will deal 3 times the amount of damage you put into it with a maximum number of 5. That basically just means you can't put a 6 into it, but it will deal triple damage, and you can only use it once per fight. But as you'll see later, once we do hopefully get it, that isn't really our biggest worry. we just appreciate the triple damage.
Yeah. Once I have that, assuming I can get it, it's a very low % chance to drop. But if I can get it, the amount of damage that I will do is very silly. Shockingly silly. We are going to...
Well, not shocking. I don't think it does that status effect.
True. Very true. I'm gonna buy the broadsword. That's a good just base upgrade. Okay.
I guess another thing to know about Crystal Sword is that you can only get it on floor 3. So we're really hoping to get it in this next chest that we're going to be opening up after this fight. Something I forgot to mention before.
Yeah, we're really hoping that it's going to be in this chest that's behind the Yeti. So as you saw there, when I procced the limit break, that gave me Fury. Fury is a stat... Oh, it's a 6 shooter. Ugh. Fury is a status effect that lets me do some funny things, and I'm going to now show the first glitch. So I'm actually going to empty things out. I'm going to take that out, and I'm going to actually just settle that in. All right, equipment. So the way this glitch works is I'm now going to use my controller, select the item, go back to title, go back in, go into my equipment, and boom, there's a ghost version of Boomerang. We're now going to go upgrade Boomerang because Boomerang does a lot of damage to you if it's not upgraded. So we want one copy that's not upgraded for just for reasons. That's sort of how we tend to do this. And then we want to fill the rest of our inventory with non-upgraded ones, or with upgraded ones, so we're taking less damage. And I'll do it one more time so that I can store the item, because the other glitch on top of duplication is you can also transfer items with you between levels. It's very silly. All right. Fury. 12. Okay, cool. You can also interrupt your boomerangs from doing damage to you backwards. We'll see if I pull that off. I don't always succeed at that. That was an easy floor 4. Because there's only one fight. Oh, this is a floor 5. This is definitely a floor 5. All right, let's see. I'm gonna Fury this.
And right there is one of the reasons why we keep one boomerang unupgraded, is so that we can deal enough damage back to ourselves to reactivate Fury a second time. Which is very cool. Something I didn't actually think to do until Sal showed me.
Yeah. That's a sort of a more advanced strat that we will do with this category. Ooh. So this is where running with boomerang's a little dangerous. I don't have a lot of HP, so I'm actually not going to use the unupgraded one. And I'm actually going to Fury this instead. Oh, I could have killed. That's okay, I shouldn't die here. I'm gonna get close. Once you hit below 10 health, the game starts making this ominous heartbeat sound. It's a little scary. But that's okay. We succeeded. I didn't level up. I'm gonna level up off the next fight. Health, thank goodness that's there. 17 HP to fight the skeleton. How are we feeling about that? That's scary.
Sick up a bit, though.
H, that would be... I cannot do that. I'm gonna have to let him do damage to me to gain my fury. Oh, so bad. Okay, so this is why skeleton's really scary, because the skeleton, as you can see, does that attack. Which is a lot of damage. Okay. If I proc that, that's 6. That won't be enough to do that. That will not leave me enough to do another boomerang, which would mean that I have to do... Okay. Yeah. Okay. Just calculating here. That is insufficient damage.
You may be able to use 2 boomerangs at the same time, maybe? Like 2 5s? I don't know if that would work.
Yeah, I'm just trying to calculate. Because I can kill it before I do the damage back to me. Then I will succeed. This is where this game gets really, really sketchy. Because that's 5 damage. That's not enough. I have to proc 2 boomerangs. Okay. Oh, okay. Yes, that would have counted. Oh, a little bit of skill very early on. We'll take that because I don't want that. Oh, all right. On to the first boss. Let's hope. Oh, Buster. Thank goodness. All right. Buster is not the worst thing to see. I am a little paranoid though. So I am going to actually check. Okay, that did store, which means I do need to reset up that glitch. The second you open your inventory, that glitch resets itself. Oh, we have an audio glitch. The heartbeat was going.
Well, it's a good thing this run with glitches then.
Yes, indeed. It's a good thing. It's a good thing that this is a glitch run. I am going to proc this. I'm gonna do that. Very intentionally was waiting there to make sure that that went off first, because as you sort of saw, I can sort of interrupt the order of movements there. That's how I saved myself there on that fight. The same thing goes for if Fury is active and the second proc of Fury hasn't gone off yet, I can actually interrupt it and cause headache for myself. As I did there. But there we go. That is episode 1 done. You know, so we've seen the warrior. I think we need to see some other characters, especially, you know, there is a bid war that does exist for the final episode of this game. Also, spin the wheel, spin the wheel. Oh, we didn't win.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time. For sure next time. We'll definitely get next time. All right. We're gonna check out the other characters now. We've got these long intros here. This is the thief. He's very green. I do like him. He's a pain to speedrun. Anyone who does Thief ILs will tell you about the pain of fighting him. And we're gonna do an unusual strat here. I am just sitting here with my controller, button mashing X, which ends my turn. Sam, do you have a guess as to why I might be doing that?
Is it to take damage?
Potentially, yeah. You know, that's a very smart theory.
It's not that. I'm out of ideas.
You know, we might be trying to speedrun knocking out the thief. I didn't get very good options here, but Hothead is not terrible because that burn effect lets me do some extra damage to myself. And now it's time for the robot. So everyone say goodbye to Thief. We will not see the Thief again in this run. Don't get to attach to the robot either. We're not going to see the robot again either.
The robot has funny gimmicks.
Alright, come on, Gardener. Please hit me as hard as you can with that shovel. Okay, there we go. The Gardener's starting to roll better. I was worried the Gardener was just going to roll twos the entire time, which is not great.
One time you want the enemy to roll well.
Yes. This game has all sorts of things kind of backwards. Or this run, rather, this category. There we go. Good, Gardener. You got some sixes. Let's go. All right. Everyone say hello to the inventor. Don't get too attached to them either, because we're not going to see them again. Frog. Hello, Frog. Frog with sword is an entire mood. I adore them. They're also an important character.
We need more characters with swords bigger than they are in fiction.
Frog's also an important character for the very final episode we're gonna do, but we'll talk about that more when we get there. We have 6 characters. We have 36 levels to get through before we get there. Don't worry, we're not doing all 36. We have glitches. It's time for the witch now.
Is this a character we should get attached to?
Yes, we might see the witch again depending on the bid war. So again, there is the bid war for the final episode. Which character we're going to play as? So I can play as multiple options. We're going to see the Froggy again here. I can play as the warrior. I can play as the witch, or I can play as the jester, who we're not actually going to see in the first part of this category. No, not the jester. Who's the third one? Thief.
That would be the thief.
That's right. I'm thinking of all fights, not any percent. Sorry. We might see the thief again, depending on what you decide with your donations. So you have a little bit of time.
Do you have a moment?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, in that case, we received a $10 donation from Rayo saying, let's see the ending credits for Cancer. I'm not sure if that meant for the previous game because it came through during the transition, but we'll see if it still applies. But like Cell said, we do have that incentive for the final episode character bid war. Currently, Thief is at $20. Warrior is at $80 and Witch is at 76 and 29 cents. So the big battles between Warrior and Witch, but it sounds like Thief might give you a bit more of a hard time. So if people want to see that, time to donate.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think Thief is my slowest time on the leaderboard for the 3. We don't separate the leaderboard by character. It's just all of them. So if you look at the backstage category, you will see that I have times in all. I have 3 times under any percent and 4 under all fights. Warrior is my fastest. I consider that to have just been by blind luck, but that is what it is. Decide which one you want to see. You need to go by favorite color. Warrior is blue, Thief is green, and the Witch is purple. So you can vote by favorite color.
Would be thematically appropriate if the Thief somehow managed to steal away the win at the end.
That would be very... You're so right, Sam. All right, anyways, we are on to episode 3 of The Warrior. We're skipping episode 2. As you saw there, I have set up the... I have set up my... my inventory with 4 upgraded boomerangs, just right off the bat. And part of why I have kept the fly trap there is because the fly trap restores some health, and that's just really nice to have. because the downside of this third episode for the warrior is every time I level up, I actually lose 2 max HP. It's kind of annoying. And so being able to heal, especially when dealing with boomerangs, is just very nice and very, very worth it.
It is kind of funny how this is a run from down under with this loadout.
It is.
Just,
Okay.
it's the Australia percent.
It's too early in the morning for jokes like this, Sam. Okay, I'm gonna proc that. There we go. Goodbye to the wizard. I adore the wizard. I like his socks. All right. Ah, we got chocolate chip cookie. Sadness. Okay. So there we had to take an extra fight. Something of note with Dicey Dungeons runs is we break them up into 2 types. There is full game, or no, there's any percent and there's all fights. So any percent means I can do any number of fights. Logical. All fights means I have to do every fight in the dungeon. So this is an any percent run, so we're gonna just see any percent of the fights. Oh, I didn't proc that in time to get the health off. Oops. So we're gonna heal up actually before we go. So I'm going to ideally be trying to take only the fights I need to get to the exit to the next floor. But sometimes it will make sense for me to take an extra fight here or there, usually because it will offer me some sort of bonus in some way. In that case, I took an extra fight so I could go check the floor 3 chest. I'm gonna check the shop as well, just in case. Nope. On we go. Ooh, we have a super dryad. Mango, do you know the difference between regular and super enemies?
I know there's a couple, but I know the big one that I know of is that super enemies tend to have more HP than usual. I don't know exactly how much Dryad usually has. I think it's like 24 or something, and Mesh at 32.
Yeah.
Am I missing another one?
That's, I think, the main difference is typically they have more HP. Sometimes, I think some of them in certain episodes can have like an upgraded item. Their equipment can be upgraded a little bit. I'm not going to take more damage here. Okay, Wickerman rolled poorly. Good for me. Alright, I am not rolling great on this fight. Game, please give me a better roll. Ooh. Okay, so that's going to be 8. There we go. Alright, do I level up here? No, I don't. Oh, I have 1 HP. Okay. Health, please. Game, thank you. We're gonna check in here, just make sure there's nothing. Nope, I don't want that. Oh, I have 4 HP. Game, please be kind. Oh, game, when I said be kind, that was not what I meant. Okay. Welcome to the RNG of this game and why the estimate is as long as it is, because sometimes game decides it wants to do something like this. Okay, so ready in 3. Oh, that's weird. Do you notice that the low health audio isn't talking? That's interesting.
Oh yeah, I hadn't actually noticed. Oh, that was weird.
Oh well. I'm gonna try that episode again. My estimate expects me to die at least once in somewhere in these episodes. All right. We're gonna set up our equipment again. Set up the glitches.
With the power of glitches, death is not as meaningful, thankfully.
Yes. But it's also very important that I make sure that my glitch is set up correctly for duplication. Because if it is not, I do have a backup, but it is worse, and it is very sad when you die and then discover, oh, actually, I didn't have something stored properly. And so I don't have my whatever item upgraded anymore in my inventory ready to go. But there we go. That should be set up again. Let's try this again. Okay. We'll take the health. I have to think about what I want to do there for a sec. Hello, wizard. I like the wizard. His socks are certainly characters of their own.
No, I don't see why he feels the need to take them off in front of us, but you know, to each their own.
You know, he's just promoting. You know, it's a reminder to. My brain is trying to function right now. It's trying to make a reference to the charity and the importance of, you know, the self-examinations and all of that. That's an important part of cancer detection. All those things. Sometimes we gotta take different clothing parts off in order to ensure that we are screening for cancer and other diseases.
Especially at the age that wizard's at.
Yes. So he's just being very proactive. That was a mimic. That's not an enemy we see often. So that was interesting. I want to see what's in the store. Ooh, no, I don't want the broadsword here. The broadsword's a nice item, but we won't take it here. All right, let's see. Fun little fact, because I know the artist for this game. Vacuum was one of the first characters that they designed between her and Terry Kavanagh, the dev. So that's just a fun little fact about the Vacuum here. He's just a good little guy. He vibing. We've leveled up. Will we get it? No, we did not get it. Sadness. Oh well. On to the next floor. Okay. This floor plan's a little nicer. I'm hoping we don't get another 4 enemy flight, though, on the next floor. That would be very nice. Game. Ooh, vanish. Do either one of you want to explain what vanish does?
Yeah, sure. Vanish is a pretty fun one. Vanish pretty much, if you roll multiple of the same number, it will delete however many extra you got, so you only have one of the same thing. So if you roll 3 of the same dice, you just have a bad time, because you'll only end up with 1.
Back to title before that kills me. Thank you, Mango, for teaching me that trick.
That was kind of very close.
That was a very good catch.
I stopped to take a drink and I was like, oh wait, no. That's gonna kill me. I just did the math in my head. That is deadly. I'm gonna play a little safer there. Yeah, because he rolled the same. Okay, I will live this time. Oh, that was close. Oh, okay. This. Oh. We're just gonna zip back out again, and we're gonna try this again. Trying to think. If there's anything else we can do. We can hope that his next roll is different. This is a 4. Our rolls can change a little bit. That's fine. We're gonna do that. Yes. Okay. We've reset his RNG. Oh. Okay. Okay. This is solvable. If I can get a 6. Come on, combat roll. No. Oh, game, why? What have I done to you? I know what I've done. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Back to title. We're gonna try this again. We're gonna try this again. It is faster to reset these than it is to redo the level because we're on floor 4 now. All right, if I could get a C.
Don't you just hate it when you were trying to, get through your speedrun? The game just says snow.
Yes, indeed.
Hey, I gotta get my worst puns out now. They'll be better later in the run.
This is true. Okay, this is looking better. I have to do 12 damage. That's much more doable. Game, give me a good roll. We're gonna do that. Okay, solved. Oh. Okay. We're heading here just in case. Nope. All right, floor 5. Oh, we have a bounty hunter. That's not common. That's a very rare find.
All kinds of uncommon.
Yeah, we're getting some unusual experiences today. I'm not gonna proc that Fury because Crystalina rarely does damage the first time. Well, I say that, and then she might actually do damage to us this time. Okay, okay, Life Crystal, so she's gonna heal. That makes me happy that that's what she's enrolled first. We are going to, for our own health, Fury that. She's dead. Let's go. Okay. Yes, Amethyst. Very good. Okay. Is there health in here? Yes, we're full health now. We have that up there. Oh, that's a chest and not a mimic. Yeah, I have that concern as well. I see there's a runner of another runner of the game in chat. I have that concern as well. Trust me. I am tempted to. Well, no, I don't have anything else in my inventory, do I? Heal. You are just a chest. Okay. Sometimes there can be mimics, and that can be really scary.
We've already seen one this run.
I am going to actually modify my equipment for this fight. I am also need to reset up the glitch just in case I die on this fight. All right, Bounty Hunter, we're gonna try and poison you. Ooh, that's not great. Okay, we'll do that. Okay. Oh. Okay, well, at least he's taking damage to himself. Game. What are we doing? Oh no.
I'm cooperating. That's what it's doing.
We're gonna reset that fight and hope for slightly better RNG on that. Toxicuse is also, I guess, a risk to let him have access to, but we'll take it. I'm actually not gonna proc either of those. I'm just gonna stick to this. Okay, so he stole my Toxicuse. That's fine with me. I'm actually really okay with that. It's better than stealing the Venus Flytrap, and it's better than stealing a boomerang. Fury. So I do 10, that's 20. Then that would put me at, so that's minus 12, that would put me at 2 HP. Though I can't proc both of those, but what we'll do is this. An HP. Right, I forgot. He borrows something new every turn. Oh, he got Toxicuse again. Cool. Okay, 6. Can I kill him? I desperately need a 6 for healing. Game, please give me a 6. Please give me... No, no 6s. Okay. That kills. Okay. So fun little fact, as we've seen a couple times in this run now, if you kill the enemy before you take what would be death damage to you, you're fine. I am just a little bit of paranoia, going to make sure that that's boomerang is fully set up. And let's hope. Madison! Okay, I'm dreading seeing a Drake. I'm really hoping we don't see a Drake. Oh, I forgot to reset my inventory. I'm gonna reset my my equipment up because I forgot to fix it after that last fight. There we go. This is what we want. So we're gonna go back and then we're gonna go to equipment, and now I have to reset up the glitch. Okay, that's now set up. Let's go fight Madison. It was a shame. That was a good roll I had, but we should be able to get something decent again. Ew. Okay. We're gonna do this. This is a scary episode, largely just because of how low health we have going into the boss. So she's gonna Fury that. Ow! Madison, why? Why? Okay, let's see. If I do this... That does not kill. Okay. We are going to reset this fight one more time. 16 HP is not a whole lot. That's not great. Okay. Okay, let's see.
What time for a donation?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, we got a $10 Canadian donation from Lucky Kerplucky saying, "Hi, Cell, great run so far. This comes as no surprise, though, because you're an incredibly talented runner. Thanks for everything you do for the Canadian speedrunning community. You are truly a gift to us all. Donation goes to the runner's choice."
Oh, my choice would be which?
Thy will be done.
Okay, I'm just sort of calculating what we're doing here. Apologies if I'm very, very focused. 12 plus 12 is 24. That kills. And we're free. We are free of episode 3. Oh, okay. How we doing there? How we doing, Sam and Mango?
Better than the warrior, because I have more than one health right now.
Yeah. All right. Elimination
Really
round.
good to see episode 3 win now. That's very, very good.
Yeah, it was a little slow, but that was not bad. All right, we gotta set up the equipment again. Oh, okay. I'm gonna breathe. Also, thank you, Lucky, for those incredibly kind words of that donation, and as well for donating to the Canadian Cancer Society. All right, so we gotta set this up. I'm gonna keep the sword as well, just because it is sometimes nice to have damage in your inventory that doesn't do damage to you. I'm also really hoping that we get the crystal sword. Please, game. It's gonna make this so much faster.
And I imagine it also makes episode 3 just a little bit less scary as well.
A little bit. It just makes all the episodes less scary, to be honest. So we are now in episode 4. This is known as Elimination Round, and it's Elimination Round in all of the episodes. And so in this one, the main difference is that enemies have more health. They also start with fully upgraded weaponry, which is a little scary for us, but not the end of the world. I'm just going to Fury that. Guaranteed death for the squid. Goodbye, baby squid. You're very cute, but you're annoying to fight.
It also gave us a new status effect.
It
that we haven't seen
did.
yet.
It did. It gave us blind. If either one of you want to talk about that.
Well, if you thought RNG wasn't bad enough, try RNG when you can't tell what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Because blind kind of makes it so you can't tell what the die is. You can still suss it out depending on, you know, the equipment that you have, but that's not exactly particularly helpful in this run. Right now. Because casually, it's like, oh yeah, I have this equipment that can only work with stuff that's like 3 or less, and it didn't work. That means it must be a 4 or higher. But when you have equipment that takes every number, that does not help you.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I have different strategies depending on the category I'm running to handle blind, but yeah, in the midst of this section of the run, there's not a lot we can do besides just gamble. Okay. Copycat is kind of an annoying fight, so we're just gonna one-shot it. We're gonna heal. We're gonna check the store just in case, and broadsword's not worth it because I'd have to reset the glitch. Oh, that's a lucky single floor fight, or single fight on the floor. Hello, sorceress. That's not enough to kill. Game. There we go. We saved ourselves the 3 damage. Extra die. I'm gonna just poke my head in here just in case. Nope, not worth it. Oh, it's Cornelius! Hi, Cornelius. I love Cornelius. He's precious. I know Mango has seen this, but Sam, have you ever played the Halloween special?
I don't think I've played the whole thing. I think I've like maybe done an episode or 2.
Have you seen Cornelius in his hot dog suit?
I don't. If I have, it's been years and I do not remember it.
It's adorable. It is possibly the greatest costume to exist. It's very good. All right, so we have been silenced here, which means, well, just that. That's cursed. Okay. Cursed means there's a 50% chance of our item failing, which, as you saw there, happened to proc on the first thing, which is a little annoying. I'm gonna fight Rotten Apple. And then as well silenced, I had to break the silence in order to use my limit break or the reroll. There, yeah, you don't scare me. You're not gonna kill me too easily. That's gonna be about the same amount of damage. I might as well just kill him. Okay, we need to heal. Cornelius isn't too scary in terms of the damage he'll do, but we want to try and finish him off fairly quickly. So we're gonna do this. So if I Fury, I'm just gonna double check his moves. Yes, okay. All right, so I can no longer use my boomerangs until the final blow. So we are now racing against Cornelius, ticking down his weapon there. This is why we have our sword. And we get to just listen to our heartbeat. This is adding to the tension. We get a little break from Chipzill's incredible soundtrack.
What's the heartbeat and then that one symbol hit?
true. That is accurate, yeah. Usually when that's going off in a speedrun, I am so focused on trying to not die that I have not noticed that before. Come on, Cornelius. Don't roll well. Don't roll well, please. Okay, he's rolling a little better than I would like. That's... Ooh, that's resetting this. Is there any other health? Because I already bought it. Okay. We're just gonna go for this then. Okay, so I need to try and maximize what I'm gonna get here. Oh, that's not great. Okay. Okay, we're gonna see how this goes.
Since you were going to a war of attrition, wouldn't it have been better just to not use the boomerang yet and wait to see if you can get a 6 for it?
That's a good point. That is a good point. We are going to reset this fight right away. This is a game of math, and it is a little early in the morning for me in math, so we're gonna do our best. There's a 6. Since we're already in 12 HP, I don't have 12 HP, so we are going to do... I can do this, which actually lets me do more damage. No, it's the same amount of damage, but one can pretend. Okay, that's feeling a little better. He's almost at half health.
No, I think that was actually more damage. Because he used the sword with 2 6s instead.
True, true, yes.
Of just the one.
Right, Cornelia. Oh, no, Cornelius. How could you betray me by rolling 3 6s? Oh, sir, why? You're my favorite. How could you betray me like this? Yeah, I don't... We're gonna end the turn and I'm ready to back out. That is, Woo! Okay, we're gonna try that. Oof. One more try. Let's see. Dicey dungeon. Okay, we're gonna save that fury for another turn. Okay, there's a 6. It's 5s. I'm gonna use that there still. I want 3 6s before I proc. All right, chat. Can I get you to bless the run? We're gonna need all the good RNG we can to see if we can get this to work. Okay, he's rolling a little better than I'd like, but he's at over half health. Okay, can I get a 6, please, game? Please, please, please. A 6, a 6. As you can tell, there is no surviving Cornelius's attack, so we do have to kill Cornelius before he kills us. It's literally a battle to who can count down the health faster. Oh, I don't like that. I really don't like that. We are in some trouble. I might need to reset, and I will swap out my equipment. Oh, goodness gracious. That's death. All right, we're gonna try this one more time. I am going to modify my equipment though, because I have some other weapons that I can use. And that's going to help me here. Because right now I'm not doing enough damage. I am going to reset up the glitch though, because if I don't reset up the glitch, if I die here, you know the drill. All right. Because we are low enough health, we really only have 2 boomerang procs anyways, so this is not the worst thing in the world. I'm actually going to do that. And then, is it worth it for that? No. So, a benefit of having shocked here means that it's actually going to waste some of his dice, which is very nice for us. We like that. We really, really like that. I'm going to do that again. Save my boomerangs. Okay, we have 2. 3. Okay, let's go. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do Fury, our other boomerang. This. Okay, this is way better. Swapping equipment was what was needed. Okay, this feels doable now. Because again, I can always use this trick at the end of doing the final blow before the bounce back hits me. Okay, he should be able to kill me this. Oh yeah, he rolled low. Goodness. Okay, he can't kill me. But
And he would need all 6s in order to pull off a kill that turn.
yeah. Cornelius is down. Let's go.
Let's go.
I'm gonna do something a little bit strange here because I have to reset anyways. I'm now going to pop that one there, and I'm actually going to take an extra hammer with me into the boss fight just for a little extra safety. Who do we get for boss? Audrey! Hello! I am the RNG is not being nice to me today, so I am dreading seeing a Drake. Drake being an enemy that I hope I don't have to explain to you all because he just sucks. I'm actually going to double shock her. I know it's not as much damage, but I'm going to do that because she's just a little bit annoying. And I have the shock, so we might as well. Alright, Audrey's in weakness. She is at half health though, so that makes me feel a little better. Oh, game, that is just mean. Why? Oh, that's okay.
The one time you don't want 3 6s.
The one time. I will tell you, speedrunning this game will humble you fast, and you will learn to eat your words pretty quickly. Okay, hammer has been shocked this time. Ew, none of these are good. I
think you can kill.
I think so. I'm gonna Fury the boomerang up here. Yeah, that kills. There we go. Oh, okay. We are out of elimination round.
I forgot you had the Fury, and I was just like, oh yeah, you can kill even without that.
Yes, Audrey is Muscle Woman, but she's also scary because she is a little bit strong, especially in that episode. Okay. All right, time for Parallel Universe, where things work differently. Do I remember how Parallel Universe works? No, I currently don't. So we're going to remember collectively as we enter this.
I watched that show last night on GDQ.
This is true. There is a GDQ show called that. We're going to keep Rusty Sword just as backup. All right, setting up the glitch. Let's go.
One thing that I remember about this episode is that the combat roll works a little bit differently. It's a spatula instead of a just random reroll. So
Right. Yeah.
that's like the one thing that I remember about this one.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. This is also our final chance to get the crystal sword. That's partly why this has been a little bit rough. Is no crystal sword. We could theoretically see it in episode 6, but it's not very helpful there at that point. And once we hit episode 6, the odds of it appearing are much lower, so it's a little bit of a pain.
Can't be much lower than it not showing up at this point.
Right, we're just gonna do this. So it's about a 4% chance in the first several episodes. It's more. It's less. It's more rare in episode 6. So yeah, as you can see there, in this case, blind, rather than affecting my limit break, it affects my health. Other things, the Fury does some other things. This is a very mixed up, confusing one. 1 in 13, thank you. We have one of the lovely, far more knowledgeable about the math of this game runners in chat than me. Trust their information, don't trust what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm talking about with numbers.
Yeah, the only numbers you need to know are the ones on the dice in front of you.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Do I like math? No. Am I good at math? No. Do I somehow like to just speedrun math-related games? Yes.
Count to 6.
Yeah, math game smiley face. It's a math game smiley face. Right, okay. Flip the die upside down, okay. Oh, I didn't even need to do that. I could have saved my fury. Yeah, it's a math game smiley face. I'm gonna take that. No, sadness. Okay, so it's not just me. I'm not the only speedrunner of this game who apparently does not math, but also speedruns math game.
Power of good music and cute art.
Yes, yes. Chip still did the music. Marlo Doby, dear friend of mine, did the art. Terry Kavanaugh, of course, is the exit. I probably need to reset my equipment because I made a mistake there and entered the you enter an upgrade screen, sometimes it steals your stored item, and we don't want that. All right, hello copycat. You are gonna hurt if I let you have a turn. So we're gonna try to not let you have a turn. I know, that sounds very mean. But trust me, it's for everyone's best interest that you don't get to go. Extra die. All right, in we go. Single fight here. This is nice. It is a super marshmallow, though. That's a little scary. There we go. Saved us some damage. Oh, fun fact, if you do the no major glitches version of this category, you're gonna be here for about 9 hours. Don't do it. Please. Save your sanity.
I mean, original 36 episodes casually yet.
I'm just thinking what about proc. This. That's fair. Casually, the game takes about 27 hours. That's how long to beat says. So, you know, the fact that we can do it in about an hour and a half with some glitches is actually kind of impressive. The witch casually is definitely a time, yeah, for sure. I think the most annoying one to speedrun is Thief. Yes, Thief. Thief speedruns are a time. If you like resetting for RNG, go speedrun Thief ILs. Please don't. Please don't. I beg of you. Please value your own sanity more than I did when I first started playing this game as a speedrun. Didn't kill her. I miscalculated. Paper Knight's design is very cool, but ow, she hurts. And I don't know if I level up off of this. Oh, that's kind of gross. Okay. I leveled up. Okay, I healed. I was very worried I wasn't going to heal there. I'll take this. All right, on to the boss. On to the boss. Yeah, this is true, as being mentioned in chat. With Thief, you only have to reset for floor 2. But it still sucks. It's still not a great time. I still do not recommend it. It's also reminding me, I have a Thief ILPB that from 3 years ago that I haven't submitted to the leaderboard yet. I probably never will. We can, okay, for extra damage. We're gonna math this out. Let's flip this up, okay. I am actually gonna Fury that. Okay, there we go. Audrey is dead. That leaves one final episode before the final episode. So we're going into episode 6, which means you're getting towards the end of the amount of time you have left to donate to decide which character I'm going to play as for the final episode. How are we looking on that bid war right now? If anyone knows. As I set up the switch. Okay, Mint. I do still need to, even though this is going to be the last episode that I do with this, I do need to still set up for in case I die in this episode. We're gonna hope I don't. But just in case I do, I need to make sure I have a boomerang saved. Okay, we'll do that, save us the damage. All right. Keep unused dice for your next turn. I will take Crystalina. Okay, so, Mango, do you want to explain about rules in this game?
Excuse me, my voice. Yeah, so the rules, you'll get a choice between those 3 to pick, or one random one if you don't like the ones you get at the end of every floor, once you go into like the next one. So we're gonna get 3 or 4 for this episode. So I can get me on the amount, because I don't actually remember.
Yeah, I don't recall how many I'm gonna get either. But yeah, essentially they're extra things that I have to be aware of, and they are randomized. So you thought the roguelike had RNG? Welcome to RNG squared, because welcome to that's the best math pun I can think of at this moment.
I get it, because you're using dice. And those are, you know, a bunch of squares.
That's a whole extra layer to that pun that I didn't. Wow. Okay. Can you tell that a couple of us were up very late last night?
I will say cubed would have been a better pun.
Oh, you're right. You are so right. I should take note of that for the next time I run this. Oh, start with poison. That's not terrible because I'm gonna kill fairly quickly. I'm gonna take 4 rules. I'm gonna just check. I'm gonna check for it. We're gonna gamble for the crystal sword. Let's go gambling, everyone. Let's do it.
We haven't been doing that enough this run. We need to do more.
Indeed, exactly. We gotta do a little bit more. 2 poison's not terrible either. I'm not too scared of that. The odds are very low. It's 1 in 13. Bump. Okay. Unfortunate. So it was an extra fight, but that was not a very long fight. Yeah, that was a very odd dang it moment. We did not get what we were hoping for.
Oh, dang it.
Ooh, right. I forgot Crystalline. I took an extra damage there. It's okay though. Hello, vacuum. Ooh, I forgot about blind and how much I dislike it in this moment. Ooh, okay. We need you to be something better. Okay. Dead. Okay. I have health, which is important. I need to heal. Alright, so we're not going to see a crystal sword, which means we're going to come pretty close. Oh! We're going to come pretty close to estimate, potentially a little bit over, because RNG's been not the kindest, but at this point, we're in the pretty stable part of the run. Oh, I see. Okay, that was not what I was expecting that to do, but sure. No nail bat. Do you want a nail bat? Okay. You know what? Maybe we'll see. So there's a really funny rule that exists. Mango, I don't know if you've encountered it in your runs before, but it is the mimic rule. Have you ever done a speedrun with the mimic rule on?
Never a speedrun with it on, but I have seen it like once or twice. Yeah, it's so
I have done a speedrun with it on. It is an experience.
that sounds like a time.
Those of you who are like, what is this mimic rule that she's speaking of? Well, it turns everything on the floor into a chest. It's a wonderful time. It's definitely not. It's actually not as scary as it seems. Ooh, Banshee.
Yeah, thankfully with like the game knowledge of knowing where stuff usually is, it's not like a huge issue, but it's kind of funny to see just a whole bunch of chests everywhere.
I just have to think about what I want to do here for moves. Okay, that's very risky. I can't do another boomerang, because if I do another boomerang, then I would die. No, okay, we're going back to title. And we are actually going to take an extra fight here in the dire wolf because I think I can kill the dire wolf faster. I'm fishing for a 6. That's worse. Okay. I'll have 2 HP. What are you gonna do? Oh, whoop. We are gonna go back to title. The Mimic Rule is very fun casually. It's an experience speedrunning it. Okay, I have 10 HP to work with. A lot of good options. Okay. Can you kill? Oh, yeah, you can kill me with poison. Okay. What do we have for equipment? I might swap out some equipment here. Dice value, max 4. That's better than nothing. Okay, so I gotta reset the glitch again quickly. Okay, now that we've done that, we are going to try her again. I'm feeling a little more confident in that because that's just a lower cost thing. I essentially need to use more of my dice and take less damage. Okay, we've been silenced. That's 4, 6. Cursed. 1 damage from that. I'm at 3 HP. She's probably gonna kill me. I might just reset this. Yeah, I'm gonna reset this level because I think my rules are just too bad. So, slight time loss. We're gonna try this again though. Ooh, we'll take sword. All right, equipment. No, that failed. Okay. So we are actually gonna go back to title and we're gonna do our backup strat for when that, ooh, hang on. As I proceed to click the wrong thing. We have a backup strat. For when our items fail to duplicate over, we actually go into this episode here and we steal the item. We go, okay, we'll take a battle axe. This is our backup. An upgraded battle axe. Start new game. And then we go here, and all of a sudden, we have an upgraded battle axe, and that's what we're going to duplicate with. Ooh, ew. Oh, these are all bad. We'll take that, I guess. Game? Why are you making a liar out of me today? Okay, back to title. While I figure this out, Sam and Mango, how we doing over there?
I mean, I'm just chilling, watching some Dicey Dungeons. I think, I imagine everybody in the chat right now is having a good time with it as well. Anybody in chat wants to tell us what's your favorite weapon that is not the boomerang if you've played this game?
That time it worked, okay. Okay, Nailbat is not a great find because Nailbat means I take damage, but it will act in lieu of the boomerangs this time.
Do we have time for a donation?
Absolutely we do.
All right. Well, we got a $36 donation from Jackie A. Pardon the mispronunciation, probably. Manifesting all the garlic to keep Drake away. Full game runs are a delight to watch. So much thinking on the fly and keeping you cool as your boomerang all your health away. Would love to watch. Would love to see which kick someone's in the final episode.
Thank you.
Currently, that puts the witch well in the lead with $122.
Awesome. Thank you, Jackie, for that donation. And yeah, full game runs are a ton of fun. I started out doing ILs, and then I moved over into the Halloween episodes, and then I eventually moved over into doing full game. That's kind of been my newest project, and it's a ton of fun. They are a little stressful, they are a little chaotic, but it's so much fun. It's just so stressful. The RNG decides, hey, you don't get to you don't actually get to do what you want to do. There we go, successful. Sneezy, hello Sneezy. Okay, this is good. Sorry if I'm a little bit more quiet, I'm focusing up a little bit. This is certainly a combination of equipment to use. This is not my standard setup, but one free change. Yeah, sure, we'll take that. I will take that. We have a good setup for that. I'm not going to go for the extra fight. I'm not going to worry about Crystal Sword here. We're going to run with this very unusual setup. Okay, so it's going to turn everything down by 3. Ooh, that's not great. There we go. That's the Yeti down. Level up, very good. I'll take Katana. Copycat. What are you? Okay, you are... Can I reroll you? Perfect. Okay, thank you, game. We're gonna Fury that. Just to finish him off faster. Alright, we're gonna need to find some health. Good, there's health there. Is there health in here? Nope. We're gonna random roll. Sure, I'll take Sneezy. That's not my favorite here, but I'll take Sneezy. No Haunted Jar, okay. Okay, that worked out in my favor. I'm gonna give you 3 poison. Okay, you can't double it yet. Oh, thank you. Thank you, game. Thank you. Okay. We're gonna just pop our head in here and see if it's gonna offer something better. Oh. I am actually going to take that, which does mean I do need to reset up quickly. I'm gonna not grab that. It might be a slightly worse weapon to take, but it gives me some higher dice options. Even dice to undo shot. Yeah, we'll take that. Oh, okay. We have Bounty Hunter twice in one full game run. Excuse me? Game? What are we doing? This is some of the most unusual RNG I have seen.
I mean, that's just marathon luck for you.
It is marathon luck. I swear this game knows when I am running this at a marathon. Or any sort of stage. Okay, that's a 6. Yeah! Other hunters in chat are also surprised by this double bounty hunter. This is very unusual. He knows when to put on a show. He does, clearly. Roll, sure. We'll lock a die on you. Alright, what you gonna borrow? Ooh, battle axe is not great for us. Also, assuming I clear this fight just fine, I will be heading into the final boss of this level. Which means the time on that bid war is drawing short. Alright, who'd we get? Beatrice! Hi! This is not great with one of my rules. This is the final boss of this episode, so if you want to get a donation in to decide who I'm going to play as, consider this your final warning. Your final chance. Oh, can I get something better? Sure. Okay, so we have one shot. That is a fact I didn't know. That is fascinating. I'm gonna proc this twice actually, because it's double 9. Thank you, game, for the double 6s. That was very useless.
With your rules, it's very funny re-rolling one dice. It's just you re-rolls both of them.
Yeah, you have not much time because she's gonna die in just a moment here. All right, she's dead. I'm gonna do the glitch to get into backstage now. So you've got maybe another 30 seconds on that donation.
All right, we'll buy them as much time as they need as we can. See if anybody's going to tilt the scale.
All right.
But it currently is looking like it's the witch.
Okay. All right. I'm going to explain this a little bit here. So, as you can see here now, that there is this door. We can't get in there right now. We're going to do a little thing where I'm going to click start on the warrior, and at the same time, press left on my joystick. That is going to make the game think I've entered the warrior, when in reality I've entered into backstage. So we glitch in there. Normally you have to complete episode 6 with all 6 characters. It's complicated, but we're gonna try this. 3, 2, 1. Nope, failed. 3, 2, 1. Nope. 3, 2, 1. Nope. 3, 2, 1. There we go. 4th time's the charm. All right. Doomed Dicelings. We have decided that we are fighting back. We want out, and Lady Luck is saying, "No, you are here forever. Can anyone get out?" And it is now time. The results of our bid war.
Then it is the witch in the lead with $122, with warrior coming up second with 80, and thief last at 20.
Awesome. Thank you all so much for those donations to the Canadian Cancer Society. We're going to play as the witch. And you get to see a different character this time. Do I remember how to do the witch? I should. I've been grinding backstage for SGDQ submissions and practice. I should remember how to do this. So backstage has some different rules. Mango, do you want to explain how backstage works?
Oh goodness, let's see if I can remember this. So at the end of every fight, instead of just simply knocking out your opponent, they will instead, as we'll see in just a second here, they will join your team, and you can join your party, rather, and you can switch between the different fighters. The big main rule of backstage is that the witch cannot die.
Yeah.
If the witch dies, you lose. You have to restart. The other party members, they can, not ideal, of course, but they can. So if you need someone to unfortunately say goodbye, just make sure it's not the witch.
Indeed, and so that's why, as you saw there, I switched over to the hothead because I did not want the witch to die, and I can sacrifice the hothead if I need to. But that's okay, hothead's gonna stay with us. It's also very important, I am looking for one of 8 characters to join our party, because if we don't, the final Lady Luck fight is going to hurt horrifically. I'm I'm trying to recall which member of the community, one of the members of the community very kindly walked me through understanding how that worked. But yeah, there's 8 characters that we're looking for one of them.
Time for a quick donation.
Yes.
We received a $2 donation from Tempest Maz 1000 saying, "Hi Sal, I rolled a D6 and it landed on 2 for this here donation. Best of luck with the rest of your run. May the odds be in your favor. Also put this cash towards the Magi You good ending."
Very good. It's very funny you saying, may the odds be in my favor, because you know what? We're actually rolling against all odds. Our limit break here in the backstage is always against all odds, regardless of which character you play as. So what that means is when I proc this, it's always going to give me 4 even dice. I'm going to switch to a different character. There we go. Come on, Handyman, join the party. All right, and here, instead of buying a shop, we actually gain another die. Same thing goes for upgrades. How's our health looking? Cowboy's a good find. Cowboy is a good find. Cowboy's not one of the ones we're looking for, but Cowboy is a good find. We're gonna do that, and then we're gonna go over to you. So Cowboy's kind of fun. Cowboy has a 6 shooter here that needs a 6, and it does 6 damage, but he also has this thing that rolls 2 6s. So Cowboy's a really great high damage dealer, but it also really, really hurts when Cowboy gets really good rolls. Yeah, Handyman will be dead here. So, 07's in chat for Handyman. Thank you for your assistance. You will be missed. Oh dear, okay, we are a little close. Okay, Sneeze is gonna die here, that's okay.
I will say a lot of the weapons are different puns based on what they do and what they require, and I still think 6 shooter is one of my favorite puns for all the weapons.
It's very good. Okay, 4, 5. We have Buster. Okay, the run is saved. I'm going to take the extra skeleton fight here because we have a very small party, and I'm a little bit scared of how small our party is. We are going to go over to Cowboy and just proc damage. But Buster, and someone in chat can correct me if need be, I am fairly certain that Buster is one of the 8. If not, we're gonna have a fun time. You have that. Do we have another fighter? You will live at the very least.
I believe Buster is one of the 8. So
that's what I figured as well. Okay, we're gonna do this to weaken you. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, we are gonna get cursed. That's okay. It's okay. You didn't take damage. We will take a curse. Oh, okay. There we go.
I wasn't gonna say it, but I was thinking, what are the odds the curse activates twice in a row there?
Unfortunately, once curse gets used up, it's removed. It's not a permanent status effect that sits on you for the entire turn. Once it gets used, it's cleared. I'm gonna take Cowboy. Okay, Cowboy, don't die on me, please. Ow, 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 ow. That hurt a little bit, just a little bit. We're gonna roll that. Let's see what we can get. Switch fighters to skeleton. Fine. Alright, so we've Curse Buster, which means hopefully one of these won't proc. Hopefully. There we go. Very good. That saved us some damage. Okay, so we'll need to heal. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. Just doing some quick mental math here. It's 12 damage. That's enough to save. Bring over here. I do that to make sure that none of them died. Okay. Ooh, okay, we gotta heal. Who are we healing? Cowboy. And I hate to say it, but I think the witch is gonna get the other health. All right. Party of 4, let's go. Lady Luck fight time. If you're sensitive to flashing lights, this fight has a little bit of flashing, so you might want to just be a little bit careful. But yeah, there's 3 phases to this fight. The first phase, you'll see. She's going to execute judgments. This is why I needed a specific character in my party, because there's only 8 characters that are capable of having 3 judgments made against them. If you don't have judgments, this fight is way worse, and I do mean way worse. It is one of the worst times I think in my experience if you don't have that. Sword holders. I also will be checking to see what Lady Luck is going to be doing, because I need to know what she's doing so I know which enemy to go to. Or which party member to go to. Hat animal. Okay, so that's gonna go to Cowboy. We're gonna curse. We're gonna go here in prep. We're gonna curse and hope one of those just doesn't proc. Okay, the curse didn't go off. That's okay. That's a-okay. Okay. And yeah, Buster's... She's gonna go to Buster. That's okay, because we can do some damage here. Then we go to Buster. So Buster's one of those 8. As you can see, those 3 judgments, green things, animals, and things that can float, all discard Buster. Our next attack is going to be to issue commandments, which is a little annoying. I have to think, what do I do? Issue commandments. We're actually gonna go over to Skellington here. Because here she's not actually doing damage to any of us. This is now going to be the start of phase 2. So she's gonna add extra rules now. These are don't use 6s. Yes, about that. That's yes, great. I'm gonna go over here. I'm going to break the command because Buster has more health. I need to get her down to 80 health or lower as quickly as possible to trigger phase 3. Once we're in phase 3, it is usually a pretty fast go. Don't... Oh, well, you're blind. Okay. It's fine, I guess. Just gonna do 12 damage. I have to think who can take 12. Shock all equipment. Or switch fighter to someone. The only one who can take 12 damage is you. That's fine. Alright, so we have the status effect that's going to apply next turn, which is blinding all dice. Take no damage, we just get everything shocked. It's a-okay. Use 2s! Ooh, okay. Well, we can't use you. Buster is going to be our sacrifice here. And that was a 2 right off the bat. That's wonderful RNG. We love that for us. All right, 07's in chat for Buster. Thank you, Buster. You served us well.
That's too bad.
That is very too bad indeed. Don't switch fighters. She's gonna lock it down. Okay, so she'll do 6 damage. Either of you survive that. I'm going to go to Skeleton on the hopes that I can get a curse off. Yes! The curse paid off. Let's go. Don't use 2s. She heals. We don't want her healing. But we're going to proc it just because. We're going to really hope that curse takes. No, it didn't. Okay. 07's in chat for Skeleton. Don't switch fighters. Don't switch fighters. That's 2 times 6. That's 12. It's gonna put curses onto that. I have to just think about what character I'm gonna go to here. The witch. We're gonna go to the witch here. This is a potentially really odd choice, but we're gonna do this. Because I need to keep the cowboy alive, and cowboy wouldn't have lived. We can all equipment, that's okay. Don't use even dice. Excuse me, game. Excuse me. You dare.
Can't even.
6 HP. Burn all dice, that's okay. She's gonna do 6 damage. 12 damage here. I'm gonna stick on the witch. Roll dice, so I can do 2, and that will give us against all odds. Oh, she's gonna dodge the first attack. Don't use equipment that has that symbol. Noted. Okay, she's gonna do 12 damage. Ew. Okay. Might be in trouble here. Because Cowboy's dead either way. Alright, 07's Cowboy. This might just be a dead attempt. This happens sometimes where we just get bad RNG. We will not reattempt this episode. Don't switch fighters. Okay, so she's now going to reduce health to... Okay, game. Okay, game. I see you. Don't switch fighters. I couldn't if I wanted to. Am I capable of doing 46 damage with the witch? I don't think I am. Ooh, these are not great rolls. I won't live with 10. Okay. That is going to be GG on this run. We ran into impossible RNG on this final fight, and we are overestimate, so I'm going to say 07 to the attempt. But there you go. If that had succeeded, we would have gotten the ending credits. There's some lore there. I will let you go discover that lore yourself, because it's actually really interesting to see the end of Backstage. Yeah, we're going to call that there. Thank you, Sam and Mango, so much for joining me. Really appreciate your help with commentary. And thank you to Game Over Cancer for having me. It's been an absolute pleasure. You'll hear me again later today. I'm hosting later today, so I'm excited to be back here raising money for the Canadian Cancer Society.
All right, well, thank you for that. So stick around, everybody. We'll be back real soon with Ahmad doing Mega Man X8 16-bit.